When it comes to learning a skill, people often have different reasons why they want to go ahead to learn a skill. Probably the most common one is the idea of making money, right? It's not bad for it to be one of your motivations for learning a skill, but it definitely shouldn't be the only one. Notice I said one of your motivations. But let's talk about the idea of making money. So usually when they come to me like, oh, I want to learn a tech skill, usually tech, right? Because that's where money is. Now, when it comes to learning a tech skill, there are different fields in tech. So because of that, the most common questions I often get is, I already researched on all the different tech skills. Which of these options is going to make me the most amount of money? And I always find it very funny. Now, here's the thing. Every single skill, handwork, basically anything you find yourself doing that can fetch you money has the potential to make you money. A lot of it, as in, it is a high income skill, right? I don't believe that any skill should be looked down on. I'm going to give you context. So here's one thing you need to understand. Business acumen is different from skill. It should be like your first and most important takeaway from this video. The idea that when you get good at a skill, you're going to be making money from it is as funny as it is ridiculous. You have so many skilled, when I say skilled, I mean very, very skilled people that are not making. All right, so business acumen is very, very different from your skill. When you learn a skill, your next focus should be on learning how to monetize that skill, learning how to build systems that's going to help you market yourself well, sell yourself well, price well, sales, marketing, advertising, branding. All of these things are what is going to help bring you money. Whether you are an entrepreneur selling your service or you are looking to get employed, all of these very different skills, and believe me, there are a lot of them, are what is going to help you make money in your chosen field. And let's assume that you are good at business. Why do I still say every other skill that you can choose can make you money, and a lot of it? So one thing that a lot of people do not take into consideration is when they're trying to compare different skills, they have different business models that works best with them. I'm going to give a popular example. Somebody is going to be comparing graphic design, like social media designs or flyers and everything, to a project-based works like product design, and then be telling me things like, I don't want to be a graphic designer or a social media designer because they're going to be paying you 10k, 20k. I want to do product design because I'm going to get in 200k for a project. Now I'm using design because that is my field and I have some experience in that, and I can be able to tell you, see, there are lots of times where maybe product design or other project-based works that will give you a high amount of money up front can make you some money. But if you're looking down on that one that the prices are smaller, you're not considering that they are more consistent. When somebody approaches you for a graphic design work or maybe social media design or flyer, they are more likely to come often, right? Somebody that needs social media design today probably is going to need it tomorrow or next week at the earliest, because they're trying to build a business, they're trying to build a brand. They need to post consistently. Does that make sense? So assume you are charging 10k for a design and you're working with 5 different clients. Those people are going to message you at least 4 times a week. Do you understand? Can you see how that multiplies as opposed to project-based gigs, like in the case of product design, right? When somebody builds or designs a product, they probably aren't going to come back to you again till at least 1 year, or okay, let me say at least 6 months. That's if you're a good designer and you did something good, right? I mean, when you design a product that is good, you don't expect them to come back very, very soon for another redesign, right? You have to be looking for a new client over and over again. And we all know that servicing your current clients, getting them to come back again is much easier than finding the next new client. So this same principle applies to almost every other skill that you're probably looking down on. Networking, writing, social media management, project management, many of these tech skills that are not quite as common as web development, programming, coding, all these ones that you're hearing all the time. If somebody hires you to be a social media marketer or manager, or any other, maybe content marketer or something like that, a tech writer, for instance, or a project manager, these are more consistent roles. They're going to need you now, tomorrow, and next week. Whereas project-based skills that are making you feel like you're going to earn millions at once, right? They are more often one-time gigs. Does that make sense? So, but let's go back to the idea of business acumen being the most important thing. Let me tell you something. Even the idea of focusing on tech skill as the only thing that can bring you high income is completely false. I don't believe in that in the slightest. So many of our hand work, that is physical jobs that you do, that some people may consider menial, are actually high income skills depending on your business acumen. There is somebody that I follow on Instagram. I have no need to follow him. He's not even in the same state as me, but I just love the way he packaged himself, his branding and everything. This guy does akara. Do you understand? His name is Akara Boy, but you can see the way he branded himself, the way he's marketing himself, the way he's presenting himself out there. And trust me, he's not selling the same 100 naira akara that another person right here is selling, and he's actually selling. When I went through his page, I really felt like I wish this guy is around here so that I can patronize him. This guy puts chicken inside his akara guy. So that's that. If you want to learn more about maybe business acumen or the idea of choosing the right skill, feel free to reach out. But this video is not intended to teach business. All right, it's just to open your eye to this reality. So this is one of the reasons why we at ISIC Concepts is a tech hub located in Awka, Anambra State, inside Nnamdi Azikiwe University. We teach tech skills to different students. We also have a co-working space and then offer some cyber cafe operations. Now, we teach different tech skills here, and because of this topic I just explained about monetizing your skill and making money from your skill, is why we always ensure that our staffs, our tutors rather, are people that have been able to monetize their own skill. We don't bring you somebody that learns on YouTube and then they're trying to... No. I'm not saying that because they learned on YouTube, they're not good. I'm saying somebody that just went and downloaded an entire course outline on YouTube and the person is now trying to download it onto you as a student. No. These are people, these are professionals in their field that are already making money from their skill, and then they're here to teach you the skill itself, and then through their lessons you're even going to be learning different ways that you can monetize your skill. Now, I was walking down to the office. I'm here already, so see you guys later. I hope that this video was helpful. Have a nice day.